It is Albuquerque's own most wanted, the Metro 15, faces of priority people to arrest.
These offenders have lengthy rap sheets, and these are folks that no one wants on our streets.
Touted as a way to combat crime, the Metro 15 list was created about a year ago. To get on that list, police say you generally had to be a repeat offender or be charged with a serious crime, like murder, rape, or stealing a car.
We also wanted to focus on those that we had the greatest potential to hold in custody.
APD issues Metro 15 wanted posters like this and reward monies offered to tipsters.
We are definitely offering cash reward for these top 15 up to $1,000.
We had a philosophy that every day somebody spent in jail was one less day they were out victimizing the community.
So far, police have arrested about 50 of the people who've been put on that list. But how long are they staying in jail? Target 7 analyzed court records and found at least 20 of them are out on the streets, and many of the Metro 15 offenders go on to commit more crimes after they've been arrested. Some of them spent only a few days in jail, like this man, Lester Bottoms. Police records show he was arrested after a SWAT standoff and was back on the streets 9 days later, when arrest records show detectives found him in a stolen trailer.
The public knows where some of our biggest obstacles are, and it's the ability to keep people in custody and ensure that people are being held accountable.
We took the Metro 15 list and examined every court case of the 52 suspects who were picked up. 22 are no longer in custody. 23 have never been arrested. Court records show 13 were released after their arrests, never showed up for court, and had a warrant issued again. Of those, police don't know where 3 of them are. 6 of the Metro 15 have gone on to commit more crimes. Like this man, George Pata. He was arrested in January 2020. 3 weeks later, he got out. Then a month later, he's accused of throwing boiling water on a child. He's awaiting trial in that case.
We're committed to arresting individuals over and over. But yes, officers are very frustrated that many times they're arresting the same individuals over and over.
The release of these violent offenders, it's not right. And we'd love to see those people held so that they can't go out and commit more crimes.
Dave Deppis is the chairman of the Crime Stoppers Board. It's a nonprofit that raises money in the community to pay off anonymous tipsters who turn people in. Crime Stoppers has paid out $900 to catch Metro 15 offenders. Some were released just days later.
The $900 is not something that we look lightly at.
We know that we can't detain people forever. Eventually, the court case has to be heard. Eventually, deals need to be made, pleas need to be made, and somebody could either get probation or somebody could go to prison.
Target 7 found of the 52 people arrested, 17 are awaiting trial. 18 have been sentenced, 4 are out on probation, 2 have died. There were 6 cases we could not see because they involved a juvenile or was a domestic violence case. State law prohibits the public from viewing those cases electronically, and 4 cases have been thrown out. In one of those cases, the police officers didn't show up to court. The suspect got released and was arrested again.
No program is 100% successful.
Chief Medina tells us that recently a new person has been put in charge of the program, and they're making sure that the people they select to go after are more likely to be locked up. For Target 7, I'm Nancy Laughlin.
After about 9 months into the program, Target 7 noticed APD stopped sending out news releases like this when offenders were arrested. We brought that to the mayor's attention in December, and the next day, a new Metro 15 list was released.